Hello, welcome to the video. Okay, let's get started. Today I'm going to read a card and then I'm going to talk about something that I've been thinking a lot of. And so let's get going. The card I pulled today is called Smoke and Mirrors. Smoke and Mirrors. Love this card. Love the message. It says, seen through the lens of past conditioning, which we have so much of, the inability to recognize the truth of what is being offered, healing from misguided perceptions, moving beyond the illusion of separation, which we are all one, even though we may feel completely separate, we are all part of one consciousness, right? Being accountable for your biases and the way you view the world. And boy, this is what we're going to talk about. We're actually built in the new world, built to view the world inaccurately. Our five senses tell us, right? But that's the way we were taught. So we need to understand that's the way we were taught. We weren't taught about developing our intuition and trusting our intuition and knowing that we have all the answers within, our extrasensory perceptions, all of those. This creates consciousness of delineation, separation, and finality. We have an innate fear that what we see is all there is. My God, right? There is so much behind all. And now the quantum physics proving so many things. There's so much more behind this reality than we just see. And I always knew this. I was always born knowing that, but I didn't know how to describe it. And I didn't understand it. But as the years are going by and I'm learning more and more and more, and I'm delve into this ever since I was young, I know that there's so much going on. And now with the world events that we see outside of us physically, there is so much deep, dark stuff that is going on behind, and good stuff, of course, right? The good part too, that no one even knows about, and that the media won't allow us to see, and that we don't see. And also we see things that we believe. And this is what's causing so much separation in the world, is because of my viewpoints and what I believe, I see more of what I believe. And of course, we know the algorithms work that way on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. The things that we are interested in, we just keep getting more and more. I'm seeing 444. I saw cool numbers today. More of what we believe. So someone who doesn't believe the same things I believe is seeing everything that they believe. So then, of course, we're thinking, well, I don't know how you can't see it. It's all over, right? It's all over the place. And they're saying, well, no, I don't see any of that, right? That is the way that things are being done right now, which keeps us separate, thinking that my reality is the only reality. It's the right reality. I don't see how you can think what you think. And other people are thinking the same thing because they see from their viewpoint, from their perception, from their beliefs. I see, right? So it keeps us all separate. But no, I know, like knowing that everything is there, right? It's all there. And that's what we're going to talk about after this, is choosing your timeline. You are always choosing the timeline and how you view the world and your perceptions and how the world reacts to you. We're always choosing that. So anyways, let's move on. Our fear of death results from this kind of perception. The entire world is a construct of smoke and mirrors. And our job is to discover the truth that lies beyond the illusion. But of course, again, we have such different varying perceptions and views and how we were raised and the conditioning and programming that we were raised with and that still is around us and that we choose to listen to. So then it's going to keep us seeing one thing, right? I see the world as one way. Someone else sees the world as another way. Someone else again sees the world as another way. So this is what's going on right now. So I want you to really understand that is it. And so if you're saying it's hard for me to believe how they can think this way or have those thoughts or have those beliefs, you got to understand all that's behind it, right? Discoveries at the frontiers of science align with what the ancients have known. At the atomic level, we are blinking lights in empty space. Consciousness is fundamental. Time can be bent, and we are eternal. Ask yourself, if what you see is really just what you're looking. Yeah, this is what I said. Ask yourself, is what you see really just what you're looking for? And that's exactly what happens, right? What do you sense beyond your intellectual assessment of what is? Can you drop into your heart and soul and call for a vision, a feeling, an awareness of the true and authentic? And this is hard. Today it says, trust your inner voice that reminds you that you truly will find what you seek and more, even if outer conditions appear to be challenged. That. And this is what we're talking about. And this is what's happening right now. It's all smoke and mirrors. Things are not actually as they seem. And that is the hard thing to believe. And we're all coming to this consciousness just at different times. So when we see the craziness that is going on, and then you find out and kind of dig deeper and kind of know what's going on behind it, and then behind it, then your awareness shifts. You're like, wow, I'm seeing this one thing out here in the world media, whatever, but now I know what's really behind it. And wow, that's the difference. That's different than I thought, right? So sometimes when we listen a lot to other people, when we just rely on what other people say, what the news media says, or whatever, then we're only seeing one level of it. We're only seeing a very, very surface, and also what they want us to believe. So anybody who's taken psychology, I did about equivalent to 3 years of it. You know how statistics, how things, all psychological experiments and all that can be geared in one way to get a certain result. That's what we learn, right? We learn that it's so hard not to have a survey or an experiment that is really truly biased. Or is that the other way, is bias me? Anyways, whatever. You can truly, truly manipulate what the results are on the outcome, right? By the questions you ask and all, and the way you do it and things like that. So what do we believe, right? What do we believe? There's not one truth, for one. There's not one truth. And my video, what I wanted to talk today about was faith, and also choosing your timeline, choosing your reality. And in a way, we are all the time. We are always choosing our reality by the thoughts we think, by the beliefs we have that we still hold on to, and by our programming and conditioning, right? Like the way your family talked, the way your family lived, the way you were raised, the way your relatives thought, the what things your relatives said to you, and your parents said to you, and the school has said to you, and the media has said to you. When we believe all these things, especially as children, we take them on as truths and only come from our perception. Even though an adult may have said something, we may have interpreted it as something completely different, meaning something else to ourselves. So all of these things go on. And so we have this inner world, our vision, our version of what the reality is, which really there is no one reality. So we see life from that perspective. If someone's been hurt or raped by men or had a really hard time like that, they're going to view life really different than someone who has not. I know that's a pretty crazy example, but that's a strong example. Their perception of men, of safety, of being alone, of walking alone, of living in the world as a woman is going to be very different than someone else who's never had those experiences. That's what I mean. Who's right? Whose reality is real, right? There's so many different ones. So note that this has been, there is always been so many different realities we live in, and we live in that by choice. So remember, you get to choose. So you choose. I'm choosing to believe that life is safe. I'm choosing to believe and feel safe in my body. I'm choosing to believe that, things like that, right? And then of course, you're not going to take stupid actions, but walk alone at 3 a.m. or whatever. But it's just, we have so much more control than we think. And if we see that we're perceiving the world in a certain way, and we don't like that, we're like, oh my God, I really have been thinking of it that way. I want to change it. I want to see my life more as exciting and unraveling, and I'm in the flow of life. This is what I'm working towards, right? I don't want to see it as this is the way it is. It's going to be like this, then this is going to happen. And oh my God, how devastating. It's like, that doesn't sound good, especially with the craziness that's happening now and will probably happen through the year of 2025. A lot of things are going to be unfolding, unraveling, and coming to light. And it's going to get a little crazy. But I'm going to choose to know that there's so much behind it that's going on. And all of this has to come up to be cleared, healed, and seen. The dark has to be seen, and the light will shed light on the darkness. That means that there's so much light on this planet right now, and light is coming onto the planet. It's bringing out the dark. It's illuminating what is there that is dark, right? So we're going to see a lot of things that may seem unbelievable to some people. That is okay. It's always been there and you've been safe, right? So stay in your safety, stay in the reality you choose to see, knowing and having faith that it's getting better, that things are coming up to be cleared, to be dissipated, coming up to be cleared, to be taken care of, right? Coming up to be cleared, to be healed. And the world is just in a healing process right now, right? So nothing is final. Timelines are changing all the time because the more awareness we bring to certain things, then it shifts everybody's perception, and then it shifts how they view the world, then it shifts how you experience the world, and then it shifts the world, right? Just like be the change you want to see in the world. So when people start seeing and experiencing and viewing and perceiving the world differently, the world itself changes. It's a living, breathing, energetic entity. And that's really what it is. So it kind of maybe seem like hard concepts, but it's just take it in. Choose to believe that you want, like choose to see the world turning out fabulous, turning out even better than it is. Things are being cleared. It's like cleaning out your closet. It's going to be a mess at first, but then things will be cleared and it's going to feel so much better. So you can also take time to clear your space, clear your energy, clear your house, get rid of the junk. Look at who you're hanging around with. Look at what you're watching, right? Clear out the gunk, the negative energy, the bad vibes, all of that stuff, right? Do it in a loving way. You always can. And then come back to yourself and start trusting how you feel, your intuition, and start looking into things if you're unsure. Don't just take one person's opinion about something. Find your own. All right, taking a deep breath in, lengthening, opening up. Exhale, relax the shoulders, release, release, release. Let go, let go, let go. Inhaling up again, coming up, seeing this. Remember, there's this beautiful, white, sparkling, loving energy that is all around you. And let it come down into your body, setting the intention that it's healing, energizing, and replenishing every cell in your body. Then inhale again, lengthening up, bringing in, and then bringing in that beautiful white light down through your whole body, going down, down through your feet into the center of the earth. Earth's energy coming up, which is a beautiful, loving, grounding, safe, stable energy into your whole body, filling up your heart center, expanding, opening your chest, and then exhaling your love and light, expanding your beautiful energy out into the world, which attracts more beautiful energy. And then inhale love and light into your heart. Expand, expand, expand this beautiful love and light that is there for you. And then exhale down through your whole body, grounding that beautiful energy through every cell and down into the center of the earth. And inhaling through your nose, exhaling, dropping the shoulders, relaxing as you exhale. Knowing that everything is working out for the best and that you get to choose that it's always working out the best for you and everybody concerned. You are powerful. You always have the right of the power of choice, right? You get to choose how you experience life, live life, be in life, the energy you surround yourself with, the energy that you emanate, the energy that you allow into your space and into your body, and the people you allow into. Send love to those when it's time to maybe let them go, but send them love, right? All right. Have an absolutely amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. Make sure to subscribe. Leave me a comment if you know what I'm talking about and you're going through the same thing too. All right. Bye-bye.